between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
12, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's got some space here. Shoves him aside. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3-1. We know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
11, 11, 11.
P-Ryan is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Once more, P-Ryan. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Steps away to his left. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
That's on Jackson Carman, second-round pick in 2021.
On one, ready? 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And some room to run now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
12. Stop.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, but I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
11 MT. Hey, 11. 12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
11 empty. 11 empty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
11 empty. 11 Thomas. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face a third down.
There's a big defense in this one. There's opening it good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut it down otherwise.
And this time he is in. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it, and that brings up fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get over the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now Let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's Scott. And he'll take it into the end zone. Boston Scott, 14 yards. And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 69 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out of this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Touchdown. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Elliott on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
11 MT paint.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And some room to work. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 52 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
On one, ready?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Burrow. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
11
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Another run with Sanders. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And he missed it. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 9-point game. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
11.
Throwing, Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Here we go. 11 MT, take. 11 MT.
Now Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one we're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Burrow. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.